Greetings from Target in Layton, Utah. Today is Friday, September 12th, 2025. It's about close to 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. Beautiful 80 degrees. A month and a half away from Halloween. And we're going to check out what Target has for this year's inventory and merchandise for the Halloween season. We'll start off by jumping to the back of the store where they have the actual, Halloween related merchandise, and then we'll peek at some other places that they might have little snacks or other items. Alright, so they just put this up within the past week. You've got like all the candy related items over there, and the actual merchandise stuff is down this way. It did seem like a little smaller in my opinion compared to last year, but we'll still give it a go and see how it is. We got your hide and eek merchandise. One of the themes, it's like a witch with some plastic. Looks like it has a little bit of a light up. Seems to be a new type of thing this year. Looks like they're promoting. I assume this one probably has a light up feature on it too. You would think this lights up based on the other ones. They don't have a test me on that one though. And then the kitty cats, same type of feature. And looks like if you want it in the white color with the opposite effect, like the green, got those. These are probably glow in the dark if I had to guess, but not positive on that. Yep, glows under black light. Some smaller figurines. This is kind of cute. Little wine trees if you're creating your own little setup. Skulls, witch hats. You got your witch. I don't know what they call these things because they're not quite stuffed animals. Something like that is. Trying to get the price tag on it. It's escaping me. No, they don't have the price tag on it. I guess it's just down here, $20. Or the mini one for $5, or you have the equivalency of a cat with, no, that's not a cat, it's a bat, duh. A bat with its wings spreading for also $20. And then over here they have similar ones, but the purple variety. And also just a regular old skeleton. Seems a little pricey for $20 though. These are some costumes. It's meant to be like a witch if they have a witch's pot surrounding them, or another variety of a witch. Some small Halloween pillows here. Those all look to be $10. You got the cat. That one actually is a cat. The moon, ghost. And we're going to try to go down some of these aisles. Got your classic fold-out skeleton, or this year they have the pumpkin or alien. Alien's kind of cool. Those are each $10. Some candles and other pumpkins. I don't know if that quite screams Halloween to me, but a little bit different. You have a lot of small skeletons over here. Skeletons are always a popular thing. They're making them in all sizes now, but even a little guy like this, which is kind of like it's posable. So that's the important part about it. I guess $17, but again, they have like the pumpkin variety. The biggest item they seem to have this year is, or one of the big items is Wendy the Witch. This one is a display only. I thought I saw some boxes over on the other end, so we'll try to look at the pricing on those in a bit. Some slightly bigger skeletons over here, and then some animal skeletons. You got your face paint. Some pumpkin displays. Lewis the Pumpkin Ghoul. Looks like that one's only $5. Part of the hide and eek. Here's Bruce the Skeleton Ghoul, so similar to the witch. And then here's where I think they have, so you've got, they're advertising like that witch that we saw is 9 feet in height, so it's probably the same for the ghoul. Is that the one we just saw? No. I think it is. It just probably glows in green. That one's 8 feet in height, actually. Thought maybe we'd see pricing. There we go. Bruce the Reaper's $220. And the Witch is also $220. So if you want either of those big exhibits, that's the cost of it. Here's some ones that you can hang. I've got a guy that's very similar to this that I bought 2 years ago. Oh. I didn't think ours talked. What about the alien?
Why are the Earthlings wearing costumes? They look scary enough without them.
I'm trying to remember. Did this have motion activated something? Or I guess the try me button. Let's see.
On this wicked eve, choose what you shall receive. Tricks or treats. I hope it's a trick. I just ate the last treat.
And then the maniacal laughter. You got some spiders here. Your web that can stretch out. A few other types of netting or webbing. Other spiders. And then let's try to look through some of the costumes that they have. We've got a variety of kids' costumes and adult costumes. Here's some of the kids. I did a pass through here. Some of the shelvings were empty. I'm not sure if I assume those were sold out instead of just haven't been stocked yet. Although I think they just put all this up roughly a week ago. You got Wicked and witch themed items. This was like a Target. For a baby, you could be the Target dog for Christmas and put a Target vehicle around your waist. You got some Spider-Man related costumes. A lot of them Spider-Man related. Wolverine, more Marvel, the Hulk, some Star Wars items, kids Ghostbusters, and also kids Proton Pack. But I mean, just one Ghostbusters costume like this is $40 and $30 for the Proton Pack. Does this come with it? I guess this does come with it. So maybe, I'm trying to think if this is just a separate one, accessory kit. Maybe this comes with something else, or you can just buy it separate. I don't know. There's a Power Ranger, Minion. Down that way, a few Minecraft costumes. Some Stranger Things costumes. You can be the, what do you call it? Then there's a Halo, Pokemon, Super Mario. You can be Princess Peach, Luigi, Mario, Jack Skellington, Beetlejuice. So all those seem to still be kids related stuff, and then I think we start shifting into a couple, could be adults as well. Some Harry Potter ones. Jurassic World, you can be Distosaurus Rex. I haven't seen the movie, so must have some weird kind of dinosaurs now. You can be a beanbag toss. The inflatable wacky waver. You can be a traffic light or a traffic cone, an espresso, a Reese's cup, taco, or a hot dog. And to give you an idea for pricing, again, Reese's $30, taco and hot dog each $40. You could be a Coke can. I assume that just includes one, but that's at least a little cheaper, $20. And then the ketchup and mustard, even more cheaper, $10. Infant hot dog for $30, or hamburger or pizza or french fries. Not necessarily the best costumes, but still giving the vibe of what they have. Here's some ones that are more looking like for babies or toddlers, perhaps. Bumblebee, Elmo, Monsters Inc., Cars. And these ones are more generic. Not generic, but like non-Disney characters. For example, like a bat or a dinosaur, unicorn, a shark. There's some Bluey costumes. That's pretty cool. Gorilla, $50 for that one. You also have just the mask for it. Oh, here's the things like it's instead of an alien holding you, it's like a Frankenstein holding you. Frankenstein's monster, rather. Or a shark around you. Some more witch-themed costumes, and then if we turn around here, you got like a pirate, more monster, scythe, skeleton. Here's a high-end pumpkin guy, Louis the Pumpkin Ghoul. So he's a little cheaper, 8 feet, $180. I don't know if the try me is working on him. Oh, inflatables. I was wondering. So there's at least one of these still in stock. $180 to have this little, well, not a little, but 11 feet tall inflatable house archway. A few more pumpkin related costumes. Oh, I forgot to mention SpongeBob when I was over here earlier. Okay, so let's go down. I think we got one more Halloween aisle. This side, give you a glimpse, is not. I'm not attracted to this type of stuff. It might fit more of like a Thanksgiving theme. Some yard decorations. Not this exact one, but I got something very similar to that. Again, when I bought stuff 2 years ago or so. I'm always a fan of something like this for indoor decorations, but I already have one from that I got from Home Goods a while back. Here's a little spin. The quality of this is just like relatively plasticky, cheap looking, but it says projector. I wonder if it acts for $30. Like it hopefully actually does something. Looks like it portrays like a skull. And you've also got spider, which lights kind of like that. I forget what those are called exactly. Emerging skull frame. That's pretty cool. It like pops out. You saw this earlier, maybe. It like opened the coffin. The candy dish. I wonder if these reach out for you. No, but they have some degree of motion. Let's see what the skull does for the try me. Sort of lights up. Some things you can stick in the ground. Here's a big skeleton, $180. It has some animation to it too. You could improve your door knockers for the Halloween season. This is probably the skeleton, so let's see if we can try this guy out. I don't know if he's plugged in. Before we get to that, I'll turn around real quick. You got a couple of wreaths. I like that color, orange and black. You know, again, there's styles for everyone. That's not my particular style when you get to that. But it's still cool that they have the variety. And then some stuff that kind of gives you the vibe of like a blow mold. And these all have stuff that's lit up too, moves around. Try not to set them all off to drive you guys crazy. I bet this witch emerges from the pot. and things like that are $30 for the ghost. I assume $50 for that witch. Although that says witch torso, I don't know if it's the same thing. Tiny dancing item. I assume this, if you turn this on, it probably dances. They've got some type of translucent foam. Your tombstones. And then that ends the Halloween merchandise. You do have a few Halloween greeting cards there. Let's see here. Did we miss anything? I think we caught all the merchandise and costume sections. Oh, no, there's one aisle here that we missed. This is more of the party favor stuff. You got your carving tools for pumpkins, some buckets, gift bags, or balloons, or other decorations, like these things that you can hang, which, are pretty cool for your indoor stuff, or if you want to hang a bunch of little witch hats or little ghost down there. These plastic, or whatever you call them, I think people refer to them as foam pumpkins. Not styrofoam, but like whatever. I never knew the name of them until I looked them up, and people were referring to them as foam pumpkins. But those are popular, decorations to set around or make like your own custom archway. You got little mini stuff here, more party related stuff, few mugs, towels, cups, and other clings or fun items. I know I mentioned the Minecraft stuff earlier, but it was kind of further away from it, so that's what they got for that. And then the rest of it is aisles and aisles of candy, which I love for after Halloween. The past couple of years, past 2 years is the first time I've given out candy in my life, and it was cool to see all the costumes and stuff. But I think we might take Sophia, baby Sophia, who will be close to 2 years old, out trick-or-treating for the first time. But then my favorite thing is either after Halloween or after Christmas, and seeing how much Christmas or Halloween or Christmas candy you can get on clearance when it gets down to 70% off. That's the candy. Then this one's got things like the cheese puffs, Doritos, or other food themed items, your bakery Halloween stuff. You have a few pet related items. You want to give some treats to your dogs. I would eat these. I would be like, those look like good Halloween cookies. And then just a couple dog costumes, not too many. Make their dog a pumpkin, a pet sweater. This one's cute. Turn it into a dinosaur holding a trick-or-treat pumpkin, or turn it into a hot dog. That one's for dog or cat. Same with this one. You can turn them into like a spider googly eye thing, or a fox. So let's see. Give one more brief walkthrough on the front part of this, and then I'll check a little bit more in the store. Oh, here's your gingerbread houses, or you can make your own village. These are pretty fun to do if you have a kid to enjoy it with. Some candy corn. You got some Harry Potter themed Hershey's. More candy corn. And then, yep, that's about it. Let's check the front of the store. I guess before I go there, real quick, if you do have a baby and you want to dress them in Halloween related stuff, you can get their pumpkin slippers, their first Halloween bib, a few other colorful outfits, the Boo Crew for Peanuts, Bluey, other themed merchandise. This is cool. right near the front of the store when you've got your produce, fresh pumpkins and apples in season. You got your ones that have the decorative ones, Frankenstein's monster, a little spider, a tree. Those are $3.99 each. Or Lolita pumpkin, sparkler pumpkin, gourds, or if you want just a regular old actual pumpkin, $5.49. This particular batch looks like a dark orange. I'm used to seeing nice bright orange, like more like these colors. The pie pumpkins for $2.99. Target also has their baked goods usually for the Halloween time. Your orange frosted cookies, your sugar cookies of this variety and this variety, as well as your pumpkin pie. I usually indulge in a couple packages of those before Halloween. I don't see the big sugar cookies that I like. Maybe they have them somewhere else. Up near the front of the store, nice touch with the bats hanging from the ceiling, trick or treat lane. And then toward the front of the store, they always have a section of items that are between $1 to $5. Next to Bullseye's playground. This one there seems to be some holiday themed things. Look at that decorative pillow, but kind of like a plush as well. A dog that's had its head sewn open, witch's pot. Another dog with a ghost sheet on it and the little pumpkin. Some of these are pretty cute. And then more of the same there. We got some smaller pumpkin holders, $3. Some little books for kids. Tiny decorations here. It's not always stuff that's worth it, but it's still good to check out. That's not $1. If a lot of this has been picked over, if it was $1, looks like it was potions. A few more pumpkin aesthetics. It's not all Halloween merchandise too, because they carry other items throughout the year. But if you want a dish sponge, maybe this is like, okay, a pumpkin dish sponge, or some adult socks for $1, or ice molds, dish towels. Not sure if that belongs there, the rug. Usually you would see those in the back as a higher ticketed item. And then the last thing I guess we can check out is, I assume that they're going to have Halloween gift cards. Or not gift cards, Halloween greeting cards. So this is the Thanksgiving vibe. Yeah, Halloween. And then they also have a few like American greeting plushes, if there's something that sticks out to you. It looks like it's just pumpkin and ghost. But otherwise, let's peek at some of the cards for anyone. This is Halloween. You got the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. The Great Pumpkin is coming. Some cards down there. Two spiders that are in love. A little more expensive cards. What does a ghost doing karate say? Booyah! Happy Halloween. And that's, yeah. I guess it goes the whole way down. I didn't even see that at first. And these ones are the value cards. Some of them are meant either for themed things like kids. Yeah, a lot of them say for kids. There are a few that say for anyone, and those are $1.99. Let's take a look at one of those at least. Happy Halloween to some mummy special. Or this one says for anyone. Let's go to the wiener dog one. Happy Halloweener. Wishing you a long night of scary fun. Alright, that will do it. If you enjoyed our look at... Oh, before I say that, they also have Halloween themed books here. Which might be a fun thing for the kids. So now I will sign off. If you enjoyed this peek at what Target has for Halloween in the year 2025, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.